Drytooling, a sport where you rely on your muscle strength, but above all on technique.
My name is Agnes and I'm a paragliding instructor. Welcome to the world of extreme sports. I'll show you how to live on the edge and introduce you to people who push their limits every single day. Ready for an adrenaline rush?
Tell you the truth, I started Drytooling 40 years ago, but back then it wasn't called Drytooling, it was just winter climbing. Could say the beginnings were pretty dangerous, because we had really archaic equipment. Between two of us, we had just one ice axe with a wooden shaft, the kind you now see hanging as antiques in mountain huts. We also had only one pair of crampons for the two of us, and this was winter climbing. We started climbing anyway. Our pitons were made by some local craftsmen from angle iron. My father carved out wooden pegs for us from beechwood and old fire hoses he had found somewhere around the student dorm. And we sewed our own climbing harnesses. In fact, one friend stitched his harness using surgical thread that dissolved after some time. Somehow, though, we survived all that. Honestly, it was a miracle. What drew me to this sport was seeing photos of people climbing huge overhangs, something completely impossible in classical climbing, massive roofs, and I loved climbing on overhangs.
Olbrzymie okapy, a ja lubiłem się zawsze wspinać w przewieszeniu.
Normal climbing involves leading routes, meaning you drag the rope behind you and clip into protection points along the way. If you have fixed protection points, it's very safe. But in the mountains, you often place your own protection, pitons, nuts you wedge into cracks, and that requires additional skills and experience. When I was climbing traditionally, I also established many new routes. Of course, first I had to achieve a certain level by repeating other people's routes, and then I started creating my own. What fascinated me most about establishing new routes was approaching a completely unknown terrain that initially seemed impossible to climb. Overcoming that sense of impossibility, that's what really pulled me in. That was exactly what attracted me. The basic tool for winter climbing, apart from the crampons on your boots, is an ice axe. Axe is used for extreme climbing in the mountains and for drytooling. Have this characteristic curved shape. Drytooling axes often have a double handle, like this one. You frequently switch between holding it here and here. This gives you numerous different grip possibilities.
Możliwości uchwytu.
I'm warming up my shoulders now. Although there aren't any extremely difficult routes here, due to the strain on the shoulders, warming up is very important,
Przynajmniej w moim wieku.
especially at my age. Drytooling is mostly a winter sport.
Ja mam to szczęście,
Fortunately,
że
my hands tolerate the cold very well. Even when I climbed a route called War Without End in the Dolomites, it was -20 with extremely strong wind. The quick draws hanging from the roof were flying wildly around in the wind.
które wisiały w dachu, one tak latały.
Climbing in those conditions, the biggest problem was the cold, though I could still feel my hands.
Było to, że było mi zimno.
Holding the axe wasn't the issue. The issue was clipping the rope into the carabiner,
Trzymanie czekana, tylko
because
zrobienie
after gripping
wpinki do
tightly, I
karabinka.
couldn't reopen my fist.
Zacisnąłem rękę w pięść, to nie mogłem
So before
rozgiąć
clipping,
tej ręki.
I had to literally pry open my hand with my teeth, grab the rope and clip it in.
Otworzyć dłoń, żeby chwycić linę i się wpiąć. Jak robię trudną drogę, to
When I
też
climb difficult
zresztą
routes,
każdy wspinacz
like any
dostosowuje
climber,
klasyczny
I use classic mental training for
trening
drytooling.
mentalny, czyli ja sobie
I visualize
wyobrażam
every single move
wszystkie
beforehand.
ruchy, nie? Każdą
Every axe placement is
miejsce
memorized,
na czekan mam w pamięci
and I
i
imagine
wyobrażam
exactly
sobie,
how I
gdzie
reach
sięgam,
for it
na jakich
and where I
stopniach
position my
stawiam
feet.
nogę, nie? No, przy tym wspinaniu drytoolowym
In
pracują
drytooling, practically
wszystkie
every
mięśnie.
muscle works.
Wszystkie, plecy,
Back,
nogi,
legs,
brzuch.
abs,
Ja miałem oprócz
everything.
barków miałem na przykład
Apart from shoulder
odrywane
injuries,
mięśnie brzucha, bo w
I've
dachu
also
jak się
torn
wspinam,
abdominal muscles
to co chwilę
because when
opuszczam i
climbing roofs,
podnoszę nogi.
I
Przez to
constantly lower and raise my
mięśnie tu
legs.
przyczepy przy
That
żebrze
puts
są
enormous
bardzo
strain on the
obciążone.
attachments
Ostatnio
around the
rok
ribs.
temu
About a
zerwałem
year
tutaj
ago,
mięśnie
I tore some
brzucha,
abdominal
musiałem się
muscles and had to treat myself.
Więc
That's
drytooling
the main
ma jakby
difference
to
between
jest ta
drytooling
różnica
and classical climbing.
między wspinaniem
Every
klasycznym,
muscle
że
is essential.
wszystkie mięśnie
You
są
can't have a
potrzebne. Nie
chest
można
like a
mieć
flattened
klatki
milk
jak
carton.
zdeptany karton. We wspinaczce klasycznej
Falling in classical climbing is completely different from falling in drytooling.
Bo we wspinaniu klasycznym albo się wykonuje
In
dynamiczny
classical
ruch, który
climbing,
trzyma
you
się
might
chwytu,
perform a dynamic
się
move,
odpada.
miss the
To
hold
jest
and
człowiek
fall, but you're mentally
przygotowany
prepared
w
for
tym
it.
momencie. Ale zazwyczaj jest
And the
czas
belayer usually has enough reaction
czas na
time.
reakcję tego asekuranta. Natomiast w drytoolingu jest często
In
tak,
drytooling, it's often so fast your mind doesn't even register you've fallen.
umysł nie zdąży zarejestrować tego, że ja odpadłem, nie? Bo to jest jakbym
It's
się
like being
wystrzelił
shot
w
into
kosmos.
space.
Czekam,
If my axe pops out while I'm braced against a roof, suddenly I'm airborne.
czekam, wystrzeliwuję.
It's only when I'm already hanging on the rope that I realize I fell.
To zdaję sobie sprawę, że odpadłem. zrobiłem drogę.
I once
na
climbed
średnicy
Germany's
Drytooling
hardest
niemieckim.
Drytooling
Tam
route.
było coś takiego, że na początku,
Right at the beginning of the climb,
rozciąłem sobie rękę
I sliced open my hand,
gdzieś. A czułem, że
but
mogę
I felt I
zrobić,
could
nie?
complete the route,
I ta krew mi zalewała.
even though blood was soaking my axes.
Czekany się zmienia, nie? I ta ręka,
Both tools were
krew mi
completely
się lała
covered
na
in
te
blood and
czekany.
kept slipping.
Obydwa już miałem we krwi całe i mi się ślizgało. Ale udało mi
But
się.
I still made it. Amazing. That's real strength of character.
I tak-
Yes,
tak
I have
przygód-
plenty of adventures like that,
No, ale to są
but those
przygody
were
takie
relatively harmless.
niegroźne,
I've also
nie? Też
experienced
dużo
much
groźnych
more
przygód.
dangerous
Były
situations.
takie
There
momenty,
have been
dlatego
times.
jestem
That's
pełen
why
pokory
I'm
wobec
very
ludzi, że
humble towards
pozwoliłem to
mountains.
wszystko
They've allowed me to survive
Większość
all these
wypadków
experiences. Most accidents in the mountains are caused by human error, underestimating or ignoring the dangers. Now it's my turn. Let's start with the harness. You need to be attached to something, so I'll help you. Put your left leg through here, like you're pulling on a pair of pants. Good. Now tighten the waist belt right above your hip. Click. Yeah, exactly, just like a pair of pants. Click. Now grab here with your right hand and pull this strap tight with your left. A bit tighter even, because it needs to stay above your hip bones. It shouldn't hang down like a cowboy belt. You're climbing top rope now, which is very, very safe. Because the rope is above you, there's no risk of a serious fall. Wherever you reach, that's the level you'll stay at. I'll keep the rope secure, so just relax and enjoy the climb.
Jak się
When
trzyma
holding an
czekan,
ice axe,
to nie
you
można
shouldn't squeeze with your thumb.
naciskać
That makes your forearm cramp up
nie
quicker.
na przedramię. Czyli
So
stosujemy
instead, we
tak zwane
use what's
nogi.
called a false grip.
Kciuki
Your thumb stays relaxed. Got it.
trzymasz
Hold
tak,
it like this.
nie?
Exactly.
Nie
Don't
zaciskasz
squeeze.
pięść.
Just hold on loosely.
Wieszam.
Tak.
Okej, w dół.
Now you hook it onto an edge or a small hole and hang on. Here, place it in like this. There you go.
Spróbuj teraz przykucnąć.
Now try squatting down. Squat down and see how you feel. It's best to hang with your arm extended, like this. Like this. Arm relaxed, resting. And then comes the next move. No, don't add your other hand at this point. Usually you put your left hand next to your right one. Then your right hand is free to reach up with the other axe. Yes, you reach up with the other one, see? So 2 movements on 1 axe. And now from here, exactly. When I'm here, I'll be hanging like this. Then you take the other axe and reach higher. I didn't grab it quite right. Typically, yes, use a lower grip. And into the next hole.
Tutaj.
Ale to łatwo,
To
żeby
hold,
się
you could lose your teeth.
Można zęby
Actually,
stracić,
some people
pewnie.
do.
Niektórzy tracą.
Wow, then they get new, nicer ones put in.
Tytanowe. Wtedy trzymając
With your
się
arm
pod
fully
ręką,
extended here,
tą odkładasz
take out the
siatkę
axe,
sobie,
completely remove it, and rest it on your shoulder, just like this. Then use that hand to reach higher. You rotate your shoulder like this, see? Exactly. Oh, my first slip already. Yeah, that's a slippery hold, but further up they're good. Right. All right, I'm holding on here,
Chodzisz
hanging.
wtedy nogami.
Then I move further up.
prostuje się, skręca się tak. Dobra. O, dobrze, że mam kask. No dobra.
This will be my first time climbing with ice axes. For now, I'm still in my climbing shoes. We'll see how it goes.
Zobaczymy.
I've just received my first tips on how to do it. I've got to use a pronated grip here. And the main thing to remember is not to rely on my arms too much, but use my leg strength. I haven't done much climbing in my life. Let's go! I'm counting on your guidance. So, foot first and grip. And your left hand will go above your head, just like normal. Higher, higher. Yeah, a flat grip like that. Now your right foot. Now reach for the axe with your right hand. Right. And I'll brace myself with this one. No, grab with your right. Your other right.
Drugie prawo.
I'm nervous. There you go. It's working.
I gdzie?
There's a little hole.
Durka, niżej,
Lower,
niżej, niżej,
lower.
niżej, niżej.
Tak.
Keep your arms straight.
Prosta ręka.
Now, hang from the axe on the right side.
Wisisz.
And you're belaying me? Of course.
Dobra,
All right,
wiszę.
I'm hanging.
Wisisz.
No.
Teraz
Now
załóż
place your
rękę
other hand on the axe.
wyczekana.
Push yourself up with your legs.
Tak. Podejdź nogami.
Use your legs just a bit higher. Small steps. Yes, right there. Now, reach for that little crack. Which crack? With my hand? No, with your axe. Right hand. Lower, 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 to the left. Yes, like that. It has to wedge in and hang on it. Let it hang on a straight
O,
arm.
właśnie.
I don't fully trust it. Is it really holding or is it going to come loose? You trust us.
Zmienię rękę. Szybko
Now,
zmienię rękę.
switch hands, quick, hand switch, release, and grab on with the other. Twist a bit, yes, that's it. Straighten your right leg, perfect. Now, step up again with your legs,
Tak. I teraz
and now
sięgasz
reach
tu.
here, right where that little stick is wedged in, just above that. With the other, with the second axe. Which one do I hold on with? The right? Yes, you're doing great. Here, perfect.
Super.
Now your right hand, hang from it. Pull the other axe out.
A to niżej wyciągnę.
This one's jammed.
Tak, tak.
Will it hold? It'll hold. It's solid. I'm holding on to you too.
Super. A spróbuj sobie
Now try to
otworzyć
rest.
delikatnie
Resting really helps.
O, właśnie. I teraz
O,
już spokój,
odpoczynek się
spokój.
przydaje.
Am I halfway up already?
Tak,
Yeah,
już
you're
kończysz
almost at the top. Adjust
Tam
your
po prawej
grip.
nad głową
Above your
masz taki
head, there's a
zbyt
big
duży
grip
w tej
in that
szczelinie
crack,
i on jest
chipped and
oskrobowany
white.
na
See
biało.
it?
Zobacz.
Over there on that ledge.
Tu.
Right there.
tą półkę.
Put the axe in there.
Tam.
Tam wbić
Don't hammer it in, just slide the pick
Nie
into the
wbijaj,
crack.
Tylko włóż go tam, ostrze.
Ale
But
najpierw
first I
nogami
need
do
to
góry.
move my feet
Na
up.
rozprost prawą nogę daj.
Spread your legs out a bit to the right. It'll be more comfortable.
Tak.
Good.
Dobrze.
Bliziutko.
Stay close to the wall, where it's
Tam, gdzie
scraped.
oskrobany. Tam,
Nie,
gdzie na biało.
To the left.
W lewo.
Left. Into the crack. The crack. Go straight into the crack. No. Go straight in. Straight. The top part needs to wedge into the upper wall. A bit deeper.
O, dobrze.
Good.
Tylko
Now
czekam,
you need to
obciążać
put
dół.
weight on the
Czyli
axe.
musisz przykuć
So
swoją nogę.
crouch a little and pull down on it.
O,
Like
tak.
that. That's tough. Now let go with your left hand.
Wyciągnij.
Pull it out.
O.
Yeah, like
Znowu musisz
that.
podejść
Now
nogami.
move your feet up again. You can take a break. It's moving.
Jego
That's
prawo.
fine. Keep to the right. Yes. There aren't many footholds here. Yeah, it's harder now. Fewer footholds.
O, właśnie. Sięgasz
You
do
need to
takiej
reach for
grubej
that
rysy w
wide
lewo.
crack to the
Widzisz
left.
tą
See
rysę
it?
taką, o, tam
It
ona
runs
wyciągnie,
deep.
nie?
No.
To tam, gdzie w głębi, tam
Reach in there. There's a hole further in.
takiej dziury,
But
ale
get the
to tam
axe
do
into
rysy.
that crack.
O, głębiej.
Deeper.
dalej. Wyżej.
A bit higher.
Nie mam...
I've no strength left. You know what, Aga?
Musisz
You need to
zmienić
switch
rękę.
hands.
Ten
That
wyższy
higher grip on the
krok
axe,
zaczekania
it's
się
called a
nazywa
shortcut.
skrót. Musisz
You
mieć
need your
prawą
right
rękę
hand
na-
there, just like that.
Ale tym się
Wait,
to
the
rusza.
axe is moving about. That's okay, now pull it lower, like that. Good.
Śmiało.
Go ahead, angle
Pod
it,
kątem, pod
at
kątem
an
lewo,
angle
pod
to the
kątem
left.
lewo. Drugie lewo. Tak jak
Follow
ta
the
rysa
crack,
idzie.
yes.
Dobra,
All right, I'm coming down.
czekam.
Widzisz, jak ta
See
rysę
how
masz
that
tak
crack
po skosie?
angles
To czekam
slightly?
też
The
tak po
axe
skosie
needs to
musisz,
go in at
nie?
the same angle. It has to fit.
frajda.
But this is
Fajna
fun.
zabawa,
Such a
podoba mi
great
się.
experience.
Możesz to odłożyć
Put your
pytanie, to
axes
ci ręce
down
się
for a moment.
rozluźnią,
Your
bo
hands are
ciągle
tense
zaciskasz.
from gripping them all the time.
No, ale
But
widzisz,
see,
bezpiecznie jest, nigdzie
it's
nie
safe.
odpadłaś, nie...
You didn't fall once.
O, tu
Yeah, but
siła,
it's
tu
tough.
wolno mieć miejsce.
You can't have cardboard muscles. You mean a chest like a crushed milk carton? Yeah, a chest like a crushed milk carton. I think I just realised I've got a lot of work to do. Feelings coming back to my hands now. I can feel the blood returning. It's getting warm. All right, let's go back to level 0.
Wracamy do poziomu 0.
It's still stuck. That happens sometimes.
Tak czasami bywa. Odpadają-
People fall off and leave their axes stuck in the rock.
Zdarza się.
It happens. That's why you always carry 2 sets. That's enough for today. I think I'll go for the easier
No na
route.
tej łatwiejszej by
Yeah,
się
you'll have more
możliwości,
options
nie?
on the easier ones.
To nie jest łatwa droga.
To be honest, this route isn't easy. If you'd finished it,
Zrobiła tą
I'd have
drogę do
fainted
końca,
from shock.
Ja bym zemdlał z wrażenia.
Nie,
No,
dobra, jestem
seriously,
zdenerwowana.
my arms are toast. I'm coming down.
Wspaniale było.
But those first moves were amazing. Oh god, I got so scared just now.
Nie, to
That was Bartek.
To tylko ja.
To Bartek.
Total madness. You're constantly on edge, wondering if you're going to slip or
Czy
fall.
odpadnie, czy czasem nie zaliczy się gleby. Także dziękuję,
Thanks
że
for
byłeś
belaying me.
asekuracją.
Your tips
Podpowiedzi
really
się
helped.
przydawały, bo to nie
Otherwise,
musi
I'd have had
być do
no
końca, że
clue
ten
where to
czekan
place the
powinien być
axe. It all
ładowany.
feels pretty
bardzo
unnatural,
naturalne,
right?
co nie?
You're not grabbing things with your hands, you're using a tool, and you can't see what it's gripping, and you're always worried it might slip. But the axes are really good, super comfortable.
Marek, a czym
So
dla
what does
ciebie?
climbing mean to you?
No to
It's a way of life, really.
życie, nie?
It's a world
To
that's
jest
fine
po
by
prostu
me.
środowisko, które mi odpowiada, tak? Jak ja chodziłem
When
na
I used to go
siłownię,
to the gym,
tam
I
byli
didn't
ludzie,
click
którzy
with the
nie
people
odpowiadali
there.
mi charakterystycznie,
Personality-wise,
nie?
it just wasn't my
Tutaj
vibe.
spotykam ludzi,
But
którzy
here I meet
mają
people who
podobny
are like
charakter
me.
jak ja, podobne
Same
podejście
mindset,
do życia.
same approach
Dla
to
mnie w tym
life.
wspinaniu,
Sure,
oprócz
there's the
tego
views and
elementu,
being
że
up high,
jest
that's all great.
góry, piękne widoki i tak dalej, ale największym
But for me, the best part of climbing is the people.
plusem tego wspinania są ludzie. Nie dla mnie
Being in the
przebywanie w
mountains
górach
is something special in
jest
itself.
pięknego, nie? Bo jak ja jeżdżę od 40
I've been
lat,
going to the mountains for 40
to są
years,
cały
and
czas
they're
takie
always
same,
the
cały
same.
czas są
Always
tak samo
just as
pociągające i
breathtaking.
piękne, nie? A wszystko, co
Everything
człowiek
people
zbuduje,
build,
to jak
if
nie
you don't
dba o to,
maintain it constantly,
dzień
it
w
falls
dzień
apart and
konserwuje,
turns ugly.
pielęgnuje, to
But
to
the
niszczeje i
mountains,
jest później
no
brzydkie.
one maintains them.
Nikt
No
ich nie
one watches
pielęgnuje,
over them,
nikt ich nie
and yet
dogląda,
they're always
a są
beautiful.
cały czas piękne.
Sport isn't just about pushing yourself. It's about nature, community, and the emotions that stay with you long after.
Emocje, które zostają z nami na długo.